So there I was, just another Saturday afternoon, tasked with the weekly grocery run. My wife, Sarah, had given me the usual list: milk, eggs, bread, and that fancy cheese I can never pronounce. You know, the usual stuff. As I pulled into the parking lot, I noticed a peculiar sight: a trombone player in full band regalia standing at the entrance, swaying slightly with the breeze. I thought maybe the store was having some sort of promotional event. Okay, that's new, I muttered to myself, grabbing a card and heading inside. The moment I crossed the threshold, I was met with a symphony of sound. Each aisle was lined with musicians, woodwinds by the dairy, brass by the bakery, and a full percussion section over by the cleaning supplies. I froze, card in hand, as a piccolo player tiptoed past me, flashing a grin. At this point, I considered turning back, but I had promised Sarah I'd get that cheese. So, I ventured forward. Trying to act like a trombone serenade by the cereal boxes was the most natural thing in the world. As I navigated through the aisles, the music seemed to follow me. The brass section belted out a lively tune as I picked up a loaf of whole wheat. The cellists, positioned by the chicken, played a soulful ballad that almost made me tear up. It was all so absurdly choreographed, like an impromptu musical set in the most mundane of places. By the time I reached the produce section, I was half expecting a tap-dancing tomato to leap out from behind a pile of avocados. Instead, I was met with the grand finale, the produce parade, a rousing number that had the cashiers clapping along. Finally, as I approached the checkout, the band gathered for one last spectacular flourish. The conductor, a sprightly woman with an alarming amount of enthusiasm, raised her baton. With a dramatic wave, the band launched into a medley of fruity tunes, culminating in a crescendo that left the entire store in awe. I paid for my groceries, still trying to process the musical madness I just witnessed. As I headed for the exit, the conductor caught my eye and winked. Well, I thought, loading the bags into my car, they really know how to produce a show.